Hello everybody, it's Ray again, and it's been a week since I have made my cider, so it looks like it's about time to bottle. Just need to get one more thing. I've got all my stuff, my supplies here, so I'm just going to go around here. I need to get my actual cider out. It's going to take me just a second. Trying to be very careful with it so I don't disturb it. And here it is, the cider. I was actually kind of worried about it because it didn't really bubble up like I thought it was going to. But I tasted it, and it seems to have a decent flavor for flat cider. And it is. And I am smelling the alcohol and tasting the alcohol. So it should be good. But this is what I have. I'm actually going to do things a little bit different. I said in the last video I was going to use the other half of the sanitizer that came with the Mr. Beer. Decided against that. And I went and got some of this. The Star San. This is also no rinse. Unlike this is no rinse as well, but this is what came with the actual kit. I've actually still got half of the pack left, but I heard a lot of good things about Star San, so I thought I'd try it out. So, you can tell right here, I'm going to show you what I've got here. I've got a 5-gallon bucket right here. And it's filled with water and Star San. I also have my bottles here. I got 8 of them that came with the actual kit. They're clear bottles. I'm also going to use sugar cubes. You can see right there for my priming sugar. And I got my bottle caps here, and yeah, and I'm hoping this comes out okay. But I got some labels as well for that came with the kit to label all my bottles, but I don't know if I'm going to label them or not. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my lids. I'm going to just dump them in the sanitizer here. Sanitize them up. Just let them soak in there for a little while. Then I'm going to take each bottle and I'm going to fill it half with the sanitizer. I'm sure this is really exciting for you guys. Half the way up. Okay. I think I'm going to do one more thing. I actually bought one of these. Basically a sulfurator thingy. So I'm going to rinse these out one more time using this. Hopefully this will work. I haven't used this too much. I experimented with it with straight water. And I found out that it's actually a little bit too small for the bottles I have, but I put this stand on it that came with it. it'll actually work. That's nice. So I'm going to go through them with all these one more time, and then okay, now it's time to prepare the bottles. So let's not move this yet. What we do, we take each bottle, and it says to use 2.5 teaspoons. Well, let's see. These are 4 grams for each cube, and 4 grams is approximately so we need, and they say to use 2.5 teaspoons. So that means that I need to use about 2.5 of these cubes for every bottle. So I'm actually going to put in 2 of them to begin with. I was recommended to do this by a guy at work, so I'm taking his word that this is going to work. Okay, so now I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to sanitize this knife. And since my counter has already been sanitized, I'm going to try to chop these things in half, see how it works. Oh, it's pretty easy actually. I'm going to sit here, chop these in half. So these are done. You try to keep them separated. And then my last one, there we go. Whoa, spilled a little something on the floor there. So now we're done with the sugar cubes. Now the only thing left to do is it says to fill each bottle about 2.5 inches from the top. So let's do that. So we're going to get our keg, don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Try to get this set up to where you can see it. Try not to jiggle your beer too much, or your cider too much. Put it under the spigot, hold it at an angle so it doesn't get too much air in it, and open it up, let it fill. Looks like I'm getting a little sediment in it, but it should be okay. Looks about right.
Bye.
Well, there goes my wife. Bye, honey.
Going to Benriza.
Okay. And it says cap it tight. Shake it. Get that sugar dissolved. And
What's going with me?
then we'll set it aside.
Bye.
Bye. Now we'll do this for each bottle. When we come back, I should have some good cider for you. So I'll see you when I get back. Okay, so we're back. I have bottled them. And here we go. 8 bottles, 8-liter bottles of cider. Soon to be sparkling cider. Hopefully there'll be enough live yeast in there that it'll start carbonating. These bottles should get hard. And it says in the book to actually let it set for at least 7 days. I think I'm going to let it set for 2 weeks. So, because it says for optimal carbonization and flavor, allow the bottles to sit for 2 to 3 weeks. So I think I'm going to let mine set for 2 weeks because I just won't be patient enough to let it set any longer. So, but here's my keg. It's almost empty. There's a nice little layer of sediment in the bottom. You can tell where the yeast is there on the sides. Like I said, I'm worried about it because it didn't really bubble up like beer does. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I'm going to stick these in a nice dark place. I'm probably going to put these in the garage. Because it's nice and dry there. And it'll probably stay around 70 degrees or so. So it should be a good place for it. Also, all this sanitizer in this bucket, right here. I'm just going to take all this sanitizer, put the lid on the bucket, I'm going to keep it around for a little while, because I figure, I was told at the local home brewery store that the sanitizer, at least the Star San, it'll keep for, about a month before you have to actually toss it. That is if you don't get any kind of food particles or foreign substances in it, and it's just straight sanitizer in here. So I'm going to keep this for a little while until I make my next batch, which shouldn't be too long. Because if this comes out good, I'll want some more. If it doesn't come out good, I'll have to try again. So, who knows, maybe I just won't be able to get the hang of the Mr. Beer kit. And if not, there's other ways to do this. One of the most popular ways is to get a 5-gallon bucket, and you drill a 1-inch hole in it, get a bung stopper and a airlock, and just mix it in that way. Then you cook your must or your wort on the stove and dump it in the bucket, and it works just like Mr. Beer. The only difference is you just make more of it. The buckets usually have spigots on them, just like Mr. Beer does, and the top is just a removable lid with a hole cut in it for your airlock. So we'll see how this comes out, and in a couple weeks I'll give you an update. Well, until then, catch y'all later. See ya.